And okay, we're live. Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. This is Steve from Minneapolis by night. The vampire venue where the blood drinkers go to wake up other blood drinkers because they had a really bad week.
Yep.
And today's scene, Blake is coming from the Blue Moon nightclub, finishing off his character testimony for a particular mage that he kind of favors. Miriam, although she wields true faith and makes his skin itchy, he comes back to the old tremere chantry because he remembers some records that he found that apparently Ransdale either deliberately left or missed when he left to go be promoted about a particular project known as Project Loyalty.
Well, from those records, Project Loyalty seems to have been from the regent before Renzel. And forgotten after that regent apparently disappeared after a gargoyle revolt.
Yeah, quote unquote disappeared.
Yep.
We'll go with that. He disappeared. And with a couple of the new additions from Arthur's crew supplementing his almost non-existent numbers, the couple of them the more canid variety and what he would assume is ghouls. He makes his way down into the depths where the sarcophagus of this particular gargoyle is being held.
Sarcophagus is a generous term. It's more like a crate, which partially explains why nobody's mind muting for a second.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sarcophagus is a generous term. It's more like a crate, which partially explains why nobody's found her yet. Because it's a crate that's buried under about 20 tons of ledgers and books and all the other things that go into the back corner of a chantry. And it's thick with dust. If you still had to breathe, you'd be coughing. You'd be in the middle of a coughing fit.
All right. So, with these two canid ghouls' help, he lifts the lid off. When he gets there, he'll be able to lift the lid off this crate with relative ease. And he'll notice she's in torpor, and standard procedure to get anything vampiric out of torpor.
Well, she's in torpor and staked.
Yeah. Before he pulls the stake out of her, he pretty much lets his fangs descend and bite into his own wrist, and put the open wrist in front of her mouth, and let the blood drip.
All right.
For a little bit until he feels it's safe to pull the stake out.
All right. As soon as the stake's out, the female... your stuff's still loud. The female gargoyle in the crate latches on, and she only drinks 2 blood points, because as soon as the taste of tremere blood touches her lips, she backs off and says, "Was Master's plan success?"
What time do you think this is, my dear?
Master wanted to see if loyalty procedure would hold. Master put me in a box.
From what I can tell, his procedure was a success, but Master is not here at the moment. I'm taking over.
She blinks twice and she says, "What is your rank?"
Regent.
"You are master."
Yes.
She shakes her head. "Was not question. You are master."
I'm agreeing with you.
Rocky serve master. Rocky serve the tremere.
All right. I need your services over at the new location. This location's been compromised by one of the living will workers.
Rocky serve.
What
needs moving? Who needs killing?
None needs killing right now. Many need your protection. This location's been evacuated, all but you.
She'll nod, and she doesn't. It looks like her face sort of twinges a bit, like she wants to question it, but she doesn't. And she says, "We'll need feeding soon."
I'll allow you to feed as much as you need to. No killing of the prey, and avoid mage territory at all costs.
Rocky blinks a bit and goes, "Don't remember any mages. Was long time ago."
It's been a while. What year do you remember before you went into torpor, my dear?
She sort of tilts her head a little bit. She says 1878.
It's been definitely a long time. It's well into the new millennium. This is 2016.
Her face twinges a little bit as a bit of sarcasm bubbles to the surface and fights the loyalty, but it finally wins, and she says, "We'll need new business cards."
All right. I think I can work that out. As of right now, I need you over at this address. It's the most secure location I've been able to construct. The mage.
"We'll be there in 1 hour. Is that acceptable to Master?"
Yes, that is acceptable.
All right, and she goes off to go feed.
All right,
and she's not subtle about feeding, but she doesn't leave them with anything that they can remember. Basically, she waits in an alleyway with Visceratica to blend into the wall. And then as soon as someone steps in that alleyway, she drops down from above, picks them up off the ground, drains them as dry as she can without killing them, and then drops them off.
All right.
I mean, who's gonna believe that there was something I couldn't see it and it bit me? Ow!
Yeah.
Especially since there's no wounds.
Yep. Blake will lick the wound on his wrist, and at that time, he will get a text, the voicemail back from Giovanna Agrippa that give her a call and meet her up at one of her two nightclubs for a most needed meeting, because there's a certain dragon in flying around in the city.
Oh, goody. But yeah, Rocky's on the roof now, and she's going to be until you tell her otherwise. Or until she needs feeding again, at which point she'll climb down and ask for permission. Because she's 3-step bonded to sublimation of the 7. Permanently. Yay!
Yeah. And he will, each time she asks, he will give her permission.
Woo. And yeah, in case any STs are listening, that's basically her feeding pattern is wait in a dark alley on like a fire escape or something, blend it into the wall, and then just jump down and go chomp.
Okay with you if I recall it,
Because she's a trapdoor spider and stuff.
Yep.
Well,
What now, Brooks?
I think that's scene, unless you got anything else for her to do.
That's pretty much it for while in scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, viewers, when we have viewers. Thank you
And
for
stay away from dark alleys.
Yeah, and Stony Chicks are on the no bone list. Stony Chicks with wings are not on the bone list.
Yep.
And with this has been an edition for Masquerade Minneapolis. See ya.
Maybe a scarf?
So yeah.